Good afternoon. Today I'd like to talk to you about charter schools, the role they play in our education system, and the role they should be playing. In 1988, Albert Shanker, president of the American Federation of Teachers from 1974 to 1997, wanted to do something to help our disengaged students and student dropouts. He wanted to create a new kind of school which would work with the public school, but had the ability to step outside the box to find methods that would engage the students that normal classrooms could not. The plan was a good idea until the corporate reformers became involved. These corporate reformers were business people who were more focused on money than the education of students. Some government officials backed and continue to back the idea of charter schools for various reasons, giving the American people choice, saving money, or closing achievement gaps. Diane Ravitch, author of The Reign of Error, tells us charter schools provide a path to continued segregation. In many cases, educating a student in the charter schools ended up costing far more than the public school. Yet data shows that the students' grades were not better, but remained comparable to the public schools. Money is taken away from the public schools for every student who attends the charter schools. Charter schools are not held to the same standards of public schools, are not subjected to standardized testing. They can turn away students they find undesirable, while public schools serve the needs of all students. Charter schools can limit the number of students they serve through a lottery. In short, comparing charter schools to public schools is like comparing apples to oranges. Charter schools are not serving the needs of our troubled teens, and they are taking the money away from our public schools, placing them under financial hardship, and in some cases, even resulting in the closure of public schools, leaving these troubled students on a path to failure and all other students in overcrowded, underfunded environments. My focus today is on this group of students, many coming from homes of poverty. Our response to the needs of the misbehavior of these students is to move them through a set of consequences: in-school suspension or ISS, out-of-school suspension or OSS, and eventually alternative school. None of these consequences offer training in how to change negative learned behaviors. ISS and all school take the students out of the classroom and places them in a room with dividers which isolates them. OSS sends the students home. They all take the students away from education they so direly need. Clearly, ISS, OSS, and alternative schools are not effective strategies, and a better plan must be implemented. A curriculum plan which teaches social emotional learning, or SEL, should be developed and taught for every school year throughout a student's pre-K through 12 career. A flexible schedule for parent classes should be set up to teach parents how to help their children become successful members of society. OSS in all school will be replaced with a military-style charter school, which is an extension of the public school system, which means they work together for the good of the student. These charter schools will offer a highly structured, highly regimented environment with strict discipline that teaches students self-control and strength of mind. The charter schools will provide academic programs that correspond with its public school counterpart and a positive peer environment, which focuses on bonding with other students and contains emphasis on honor code. This style of school has a history of success with teens who have had difficulty performing in normal school settings. They work well when it comes to educating and rehabilitating at-risk youths. The charter school will be staffed with highly qualified, certified teachers who are trained in SEL and team-building strategies. When behavior intervention is necessary, there are 3 steps. The first step will be a conference between the students, the parents, the administrators, the teachers, and the school counselor. During this meeting, a collaborative improvement plan will be established and initiated. In addition, the students will attend tutoring sessions with his or her teachers in addition to regular classes until he or she is caught up. The next 2 steps in this retraining process will be explained to the parents and the students should this plan fail. In the second step, the students will attend the charter schools in special class for 3 days. During those 3 days, the students will spend half of his or her day in academic classes aligned with the public school. The second half of the day, students will work on SEL training and team building skills and community services that will vary. After the 3 days, students will return to normal public school. If behavior modification still has not occurred, the third step will be implemented, which will provide an environment where new habits will be taught and practiced and allowed to form. Students will return to the charter school for a 9-week period, which is equivalent to 1 grading period. They will live at the charter school in supervised barracks and attend classroom academic instruction during the normal school hours. The remainder of their time is consumed by SEL training and team building experiences, which will teach them how to become a productive, responsible member of society. Parents will join students during some of the SEL training. Middle grades and high school students will be separated. This plan may seem extreme or expensive. However, it is far better and a less costly plan than a youth detention center or even the prison term of any length. We need to make a change if we're going to help these students become successful, productive members of society, and in turn, improve the success of America. Thank you.